Hey guys, it's Matt with Meat Church and welcome back to my outdoor kitchen. Today we're continuing our holiday series with Spatchcock turkey with Alabama white sauce. Hallelujah. Well, this holiday season, we're cooking all sorts of turkey recipes that you can find in our turkey playlist. We've got turkey breast, we've got turkey legs, we've got whole turkey, we've got spatchcock turkey. When I'm cooking for my family, I love to go spatchcock. The reasons for that are it cooks more evenly. And not only that, when you go to pull it off at the end, it presents really well on a platter. It's easier to carve, so it's my preference. And we've spatchcocked this turkey today with a pair of poultry shears. I love these because you can pull them apart, put them in your dishwasher. And spatchcocking a turkey is not as easy as a chicken, but you can still get it done. You're gonna take these shears and you're gonna cut along each side of the backbone. I would recommend you get yourself either a serrated knife or a heavy-duty chef knife because you're gonna get down to one piece. It's pretty difficult and you could use the help of a knife to get through it, but just remove the backbone completely. Press the turkey open and you can be done at that point. Or you can take a knife, make a little incision right on top of the breastbone, use your fingers to work around, pull the skin back there and pop it out if you want. You don't have to pull it all the way out, but that's just another step you can take if you want. The other thing I love to do with my poultry is I always brine it, especially if you're buying an all-natural bird. I use our most popular product in the fall, our bird bath brine, which is a really straightforward brine, not a ton of flavor change. No matter if you're using our brine, making your own, definitely brine your turkey. You grew up on your grandma's dried turkey in the oven. If you're gonna smoke this, you want to impart moisture in it. I followed the instructions on the bag, mixed the entire contents in a pot of warm water, and I warmed it up and stirred it until it was dissolved. I cooled it completely, and then we're gonna get to our next step. And by the way, you can make the flavor your own from there. You can add, citrus, you can add bay leaves, you can add peppercorns, you can add some of our seasoning, whatever you wanna do. But today's was really straightforward, down the middle. I brine this turkey 45 minutes a pound, and this is a big boy. This turkey is 20 pounds. I don't normally like to cook turkeys this big. You guys have heard me say before, I like the 12 to 15 pound variety. But let me tell you, when you're making turkeys early in the season for a video, they're tough to find. So you're gonna get a big old 20 pounder. If it's up to me, and I need to feed a big crowd, I'd buy 2 12s. But this is what we're going with today. So we brine this for going on about 15 hours. And when you pull it out of the brine, you wanna make sure to rinse it completely to get all that brine solution off here and pat it dry. So we're gonna go do that. Let me get over to the sink and do that. I'll see y'all back here in just a minute. So we're back from rinsing the turkey off and patting it dry. So I want to tell you guys a tip too. I always get asked, should you spatchcock before or after you brine? It doesn't really matter. I just wanted to get all my prep out of the way, so I did it before this time. You could have left it whole in the brine. Let's get to seasoning this thing. We're gonna go a little different today since we're using white sauce. We're gonna go with our holy cow. And you may be thinking that's your beef rub, and it is. It's pepper forward, but it pairs great on poultry with white sauce. If you're not doing the sauce today, our number 1 and number 2 poultry rubs are our Holy Voodoo and our Honey Hog. Our Gospel and Holy Gospel are also great, but you guys can use whatever seasoning you want. That's just what I have in my arsenal that I like. So let's start on the underneath side first. Here we go. I'm gonna go with not too heavy of an application, but clearly you season with, whatever your preference is. So this is mainly salt, pepper, a little bit of garlic, and as I mentioned, I describe it as a pepper forward rub because it has really fresh, coarse cracked pepper in it. Okay. Go ahead and flip it and get to the other side. And some of you might like to pull the skin back right here over the breast, peel it back and season the meat. That would be fine too. We didn't do that today, but I'm a fan of doing that. I like to season about a foot, maybe 18 inches up, so it's a pretty even application. You're probably making this for Thanksgiving and you're gonna have guests that you wanna impress, so let's make it pretty. Feel pretty good about that. Okay, well, I'm gonna move this aside so we can make our white sauce. Let's bring that in and let's get to that. Now these recipes are below in the description. They're obviously on meatchurch.com. Let's see here. Okay, I need like a spoon. Let me grab a spoon for this mayonnaise. So here's our ingredients, and this is really simple. This is my take on white sauce. This came out, white sauce originated out of Big Bob Gibson's in Decatur, Alabama. And I spent a lot of time there, love white sauce, and you gotta try this. If you've never had it, I'm telling you, it's super, super good. But we've got some Duke's mayonnaise here, we've got horseradish, minced garlic, lemon juice, cayenne, little holy cow, some salt, some balsamic vinegar, and some cider vinegar. And all these amounts are gonna be in the recipe, but we're just gonna mix it all together. Just dump it all in. In with the lemon, the cayenne. The balsamic is unique, and I love it. Cider vinegar. I use Duke's mayonnaise because it has cider vinegar in it. A little sugar, actually. I didn't mean to say salt earlier. And then instead of salt and pepper, I always use more holy cow. So let's whisk that together. Now when you're making white sauce, you want to make it to the consistency that you desire. You don't want it too thick. I like mine a little bit runny. A lot of people make these, make this sauce for chicken. If you guys remember, in our hardcore barbecue series or playlist, we smoked a chicken and we covered it in our Alabama white sauce, and it was our second most viewed video of that series, and the comments and feedback since then have been like unbelievable. So traditionally, you would take a chicken and you would dunk it in this sauce, and when it's hot, and it would kind of run off a little bit and not be real thick. And you can kind of see here that I've kind of made this a little bit runny. So if you want it more runny, add more cider vinegar. So this is just kind of the consistency that I like. It's gonna be really, really good. And that is really, really good. I love the twang that comes from the cider vinegar, cuts through that mayonnaise. And it's really, really, really good. So let's talk about cooking this turkey. Today we're cooking on a Traeger Timberline 1300 at 275 degrees, and I'm using the limited edition Meat Church pellet, which is a mix of hickory and oak. I grew up in the South on hickory wood. In Texas, we cook with post oak, and so we've created kind of the perfect mix of that. You could obviously cook on any type of smoker that you have. Other woods that are great would be hickory, pecan, or even fruit woods if you want lighter smoke, but that's what I like to go with. So rather than make us wait on cooking this turkey, I've actually been smoking an exact same size turkey right at 20 pounds for 3 hours and 40 minutes at this point. I temped it right before this, and we were around 160 internal in the breast. We basted a couple times. Actually, I basted 3 times in that 3 hours and 40 minutes with butter. Just melted a little butter in this Lodge cast iron, and we basted it just to add some richness to the turkey. Look at that color. And she looks super, super pretty. Smells awesome too, but y'all don't get to smell it from there. And a couple hours into the cook, I put some aluminum foil on the tips of the legs here so they wouldn't pop too much. You gotta have an instant read thermometer. I check mine in a couple places. I go in here, deep part of the breast, We're at 161. I actually like to pull mine around 160. It'll continue to carry over cook to get you to that 165. I don't want to dry it out. Another spot you can check is in between the thigh and the leg. And here you can see we're 175 in that dark meat. 174 now. So this turkey's done. Like I said, it'll continue to carry over cook for a few degrees. Instant read thermometer huge. You don't want to go north of 165. That's why your grandmothers dried out their turkey, because they cooked it to 175, 180, whatever, and it was dry as heck. I'm gonna pull these off and discard these. This thing needs to cool down, but first things first, I'm gonna white sauce it. Now, again, if you're at Big Bob Gibson's, you might dunk this in a vat of white sauce, or we didn't make gallons of it, even though I would have loved that. So we're just gonna ladle this on. And again, you watch the consistency here when I do this. It's just gonna run off. And don't be scared of this. As this sauce lays on this warm turkey, it's gonna run down and it's gonna thin out. I mean, it would actually be better to dunk it, but you know, we didn't make a gallon of sauce. So I'm gonna just kind of put this all over this turkey. And I'm gonna let it sit for a good 15 minutes. You gotta let it cool off. And this, like I said, this sauce will run down, it'll thin out. Won't be as thick as it is right now. How are we looking up there on the front? It's hard for me to see. Hard for me to see y'all side. And it's gonna be, I'm telling you, it's gonna be really, really good is what it's gonna be. I'll tell you another way this is great. I just came off a barbecue school where we did chicken with Alabama white sauce, and we pulled all the dark meat and we tossed that dark meat in this. So let me tell you something about a leftover pulled turkey sandwich with Alabama white sauce. Might change your life. Okay, y'all, we need to let this sit. We need to let this sauce run off, let this turkey cool down, and then we're gonna let Matt eat. I'll see y'all in a few minutes. All right, guys, this turkey has rested for about 20 minutes. You can see the sauce has really thinned out. It's run off. I want y'all to see something here, though. This thin stuff, that's the brine at work. That's all coming out of the turkey. Obviously, that's not the white sauce. So I think this turkey is gonna be pretty juicy. And let me tell you something, this thing smells amazing. You can tell I went a little heavy with the garlic. The little studs in here are garlic all over it. This thing smells unbelievable. You know, carving turkey, one of my least favorite things to do. I normally quarter it. I'll grab this leg and thigh here and remove that piece, and then remove the entire breast. I'm not gonna make y'all wait on that because I'm hungry. I'm about to put this Messermeister knife to work. So let's get a slice here. It's gonna be awkward without doing that, but that's okay. Woo, look at that juice running out of there. Man, the beautiful smoke in there. I want that skin, that sauce, I want it all. I ain't mad at that. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I've never had that. I've never had white sauce on a turkey in my life prior to that bite. So I was really anxious to see how it would be. I love white sauce on a chicken, like I told you. So I thought I was gonna dig it. I would 100% serve this to my family at Thanksgiving. You know, another idea, if you're scared of the white sauce for everybody, you could put it on the side in a ramekin, but I'm telling you, we're definitely gonna be making pulled sandwiches that we toss in this sauce for sure. But I hope you guys like this video. If so, again, check out all the other turkey videos in our holiday series, and then they turn into things that are way beyond turkey as the season rolls on. Please like and subscribe, share this out. You guys are blowing our channel up. It's growing like crazy, and we appreciate that. Tell your friends about us. Hope you guys have a great Thanksgiving. See you guys next week.